I would like to welcome all to the celebration and commencement of the hard work of tonight's graduates. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight and supporting your loved ones on their special day. Today we celebrate those of us who have worked so hard to get here, and those who use Quizlet to get here. Actually, this speech was written by ChatGPT. Today's class consists of DMS, MRI, OTA, PTA, Surgical Technology, and Bachelor's in Health Science. Thank you all for matching with me in our silly little Supreme Court judge outfits. This was not planned. Graduates, we made it. However, it was no walk in the park. Let's take a trip back to about a couple years ago for most of us. I'll never forget the moment I realized I wanted to pursue my dreams. I finally had found a pathway that I was completely in love with. It was comfortable and perfect for a girl like me. Until unfortunately, reality hit and all my dreams came crashing down. After telling my mom what my life plan was, she told me to get a grip, you'll never be a fairy princess, go with plan B. So here we are. We all got that email that we'd soon be starting our programs at CBD College, and I'm sure many of us had doubts and fears, questioning if we'd be able to do it. Were we good enough? Smart enough? We were fearful of the heavy course load that was approaching and how we would balance that in our daily lives that we were so used to. We were forced to step out of our comfort zone, but deep down we all knew that this was the right path for us, and that no matter the obstacles, we'd be able to make it. Many of us had to make sacrifices, which meant having less time for ourselves, friends, family, and work. We were all just coming out of a global pandemic where the world was still in such an uncertain stance. Back then, scrunchies were in style. Now we have claw clips. It's crazy how times have changed. Many had to cut down hours at work or even quit jobs, and many had to cancel plans with friends and family in order to get in study time on weekends. And most of all, many of us now have a newfound rage and caffeine addiction due to having to stay up late cramming for exams. In those early moments, it felt like we still had forever to go, but I'm now just realizing how it all went by too fast. It was all worth it in the end, because we were all working towards one goal, which is this moment right here. All of the sacrifices made seemed like a small price to pay, and the reward granted, pay for the reward granted, and we should all be really proud of ourselves. This is a speech of thanks, and it goes without saying that none of us would be here today without the amazing faculty and staff. Thank you to our lab instructors and teachers for being patient with us and always encouraging us, who became even more like friends, as they played a major role in helping us learn and succeed. And a big, tremendous thank you to our program directors and clinical coordinators. None of this would be possible without you guys, and your guys' love for your students really shows. Most importantly, I'd like to thank the people in our lives who believed in us and helped us along the way. Thank you to our families who pushed us to keep going when we were too tired, to our parents who believed in us and who just wanted us to do what made us happy. And thank you to our friends who were there for us when we needed someone to talk to, never allowing us to give up, and reminding us we were working so hard for. To the student ambassadors and student services for always trying their best to make our time here memorable. And thank you to my fellow classmates for the support and love we showed to one another and for the help we gave to one another through study sessions, tutoring, and sharing notes. And I would not be standing here if it weren't for you all. Many students and alumni have positive experiences to share about our school. Chrisette from the current MRI class says, I felt my teachers really care about me and my success and want what's best for me. Tristan, a PTA alumni, says that CBD helped him reach his goals. And Zara from the DMS class says, the education was wonderful, but as cheesy as it is, my classmates really made the experience. So this class can endure anything, I'm sure of it. We survived classes, clinicals, the retirement, unretirement, and re-retirement of Tom Brady, which means, in my book, we can get through almost anything. Where one chapter ends, another one begins, and we're all just beginning our careers in healthcare, and it can be kind of scary. Thankfully, we're all now much less likely to spend the rest of our lives living in our parents' basement selling guinea pigs. Personally, reducing my chances to only 50%. What's next? After we post about tonight on Instagram, of course. Many of us will go on to get jobs in our field of work and go on to reach goals we thought were once impossible. We will all go through many changes in the next coming months, but thankfully puberty only comes once in our lives, so don't worry, I'm not talking about those changes. It's our mission to provide the best quality health and patient care we possibly can moving forward, not forgetting what we've learned in school and during our clinicals, and to make a positive impact on the places we choose to work and on those around us. We each have our own unique touch to add to the field of healthcare, and many of us will go on to mentor and teach others in the field, becoming the same people that we once looked up to. Each and every one of us has the power to change the world, and not only are we the most powerful class to come out of CBD as of yet, but also the most attractive. So, in the wise words of underground song poet and lyric philosopher Taylor Swift, never be afraid of trying. So, to grow, we have to step out of our comfort zone. It's the only way to make change. I wish you all the best in your careers as healthcare professionals, whether that means a lifetime in the hospital or clinic setting, or even sales, research, teaching, or managing. I know each and every one of you will find your place and change the field for the better. Tonight, we celebrate not only the destination, but also the journey. About a couple years ago, we first came across our first desk, classroom, textbook, classmate. We seized the opportunity in our palms, holding an infinite amount of potential, running our fingers along endless possibilities. And to end this speech on a cliche, I present one of my favorite quotes by American author Octavia Butler. Everything you touch, you change, and everything you change changes you. Graduating class, our jail sentence has been served, and it's our first day out. Thank you.